talk about the thoughts I have, about the stuff I've been drawing. That's what I'm going to do. So, I'm Teddy Hanson, and what did I do in the month of January? I spent it drawing my mustache every day for 31 days. It started out as a low-pressure daily exercise, but quickly became something else. It became a journey, a quest, if you will. And I will tell you, I've pondered my mustache, and amid its fair-haired follicles, I discovered that mustache is mystery. Over January's 31 days, I generated 31?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
34 mustaches. In the process, I found that the mustache as object eluded easy definition. Certainly, there is a wide variety of mustache available across the many people of this world, as demonstrated by the likes of Billy D. Williams. Oh, that's Sean Waters. This is Billy D. Williams. Danny Trejo, Tom Selleck, Ken Watanabe, Steve Harvey, Frederick Nietzsche, and Cheech Marin. Delighted as I was by the plentiful and diverse offerings of flavor savers across the world, I remembered that I was only drawing one mustache. My mustache. Still, the shape it took in my mind changed with each passing day. Much as the fabled Ao Bao Ao Q coalesces into perfection at the heel of the traveler's skyward journey, so too did my mustache seek to assume a more truthful state. It demanded that I plumb the depths of 20th century aesthetic tradition, from the Expressionists to the Impressionists. That's actually reversed. From the surreal to the... For a hamburger today, yeah, me too, but that's we all love Wimpy. Despite that, through all this, I sought to pull back the veil of my own mustache misconceptions, tried to give meaning to the spare glance in a mirror or a reflection caught in storefront glass. Piecing together every awareness of my mustache until it transcends individual identity and becomes the mustache. In the process, I became lost, consumed by the possibilities. The way a mustache can be a series of small marks, a layering of colors, squiggled line, or a simple shape. I chipped away at the mustache, hoping to find the real one somewhere within. When I began this exercise, I had assumed that the mustache would be made in a single stroke. I assumed this because nothing is as pure as the immediacy and intuition of a single mark made. I believed that in the decisive stroke, I would find something that emerges from the stuff that is between dream and day, glinting off the celestial truth that is the mustache. Now I ask you, is this my mustache? Is this a mustache? Is a mustache just a collection of coarse hairs upon one's upper lip? I would say no. A mustache is an intention, an accumulation of self, a signature sign in the personal whisker of the face. which means that Moustache is mystery, because Moustache is me. And what is more elusive than attempting to know oneself? So, February, what did I do? I drew some feet. 28 days of feet. And as I did, I could not help but notice that the way my line might curve around a heel, taper into a waist, or glide over a shoulder. Oh, I mixed a lot of those up. Glide over an arch is not entirely different from the way it might curve around a hip, taper into a waist, and glide over a shoulder. What I realized is that I was not just drawing a foot, I was drawing a woman. And so I must say to you now that a foot is a woman. Let's get this out of the way up top. Is Teddy a foot guy? Honestly, no. I'm not. Don't believe me? I don't believe in open-toed shoes. In fact, the only sandal I've ever worn was a pair of Etney slides in high school with tube socks. Unfortunately, I had to stop doing that. Mainly because my calves would stretch the socks out so bad they just fall down around my ankles and flop about like the loose socks of some 80s Japanese schoolgirl.
Built different.
So, either way, whether or not I was a foot guy is not half as interesting a question as, did Teddy become a foot guy? Let's explore. I decided on feet, plain and simple, because I wanted to get better at drawing them. Feet are hard. So hard that popular 90s comic book artist Rob Liefeld, creator of Deadpool and Cable, is mocked amongst the bins and boxes of local comic book stores to this day for never learning how to draw them. I mean, look at these. They're terrible. I did not want to be Rob Liefeld. I did not want to have to draw this gun to distract from these feet. I wanted my feet to be the gun. So, I drew feet. 32 feet over 28 days. And I came to view the foot as its own figure within the broader figure of the body. When flat on the floor, its anatomy not dissimilar from a model in repose. When upright, its anatomy might recall a quality of being statuesque. Its contortions echoing the memory of an ancient master's idyllic conception of beauty. When I think now about the foot, I see little difference between it and the Venus de Milo. So, why? Why does the foot, and in a broader sense, why does this curved line that silhouettes it demand such immediate association with the old master's romantic idea of beauty? Leonardo, Raphael, Michelangelo. I could not find any foot drawings by Donatello, but close enough, so... To continue. These masters were not just fascinated by the body, they were fascinated by the life that body might lead. They sought to make a beautiful gesture, and in so seeking, could not help but wonder what would be making that gesture. There's a little improv. So, I, as a result, couldn't help but think that the appendage keeping all this beauty aloft must itself be beautiful. So we come back to the question, Did Teddy become a foot guy? Well, academically speaking, yes, I did become a foot guy. I say this because over the course of my study, I discovered that a foot is not just a woman. A foot is a figure. In fact, I would argue that the foot is the figure, as demonstrated by the fact that I sculpted one. And it's right over there, if you want to look at it. Yeah. Far more compact than the full bodies of the sculpture and paintings of yore. A foot offers all the gestural guts of the human form without all the extraneous extremities. These